Suspended Rccg pastor announces permanent site for new ministry, urges Christians to embrace giving. Announced to the news info, Pastor Iluyomades announced the acquisition of a permanent site for his new ministry, the Family Fellowship at Eko Atlantic, Orile. Wow. During his sermon on giving, he emphasized the biblical principles of tithing, offering, and generosity, urging Christians to be mindful of their giving. Two members of the church donated 4 million naira to Bethsaida Home and School for the Blind, showcasing the spirit of generosity. Pastor Iluyomades advocated, it is people, if they have and they are willing to give, why not? But you don't compel people to give and say, you have to give, you have to give, you have to give, even when they do not have. If they have more than enough and they want to give, why not? They can give. Pastor Iluyomades, the former pastor of the City of David Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Rccg, has revealed that his newly established ministry, the Family Fellowship, has secured a permanent site at Eko Atlantic. Congratulations to your church. The announcement was made during the church second service held at the Civic Center. Pastor Iluyomades expressed deep gratitude to the church member who donated the land, acknowledging the generous contribution as a symbol of the church's commitment to growth and community impact. I know that as he blessed the church, so many people would live with him. It's always like that most of the time. You'd always have loyal people that like you, that like the things that you preach about. So obviously when he was suspended, some would have also suspended themselves from the church and said, I'm not going to go to church until Pastor Iluyomades comes back. There are people like that. And now that he came back and says, I'm starting my own new fellowship, of course he'll have people join him. And yes, people are contributing to donate the land to him. Obviously, it's always going to be like that. In his sermon titled Giving, Pastor Iluyomades took the opportunity to encourage believers to embrace the principle of giving, both to support the work of God and to assist those in need. He emphasized the transformative power of giving, urging Christians to recognize it as a sacrificial act that leads to God's blessings. It is. The pastor remarked, as a believer, we have to be very careful because there are all kinds of doctrines flying around today. I want us to reason together because there have been many teachings concerning givings. If you are not careful, you will miss it in this area, and that is the gospel truth. He further explains the importance of understanding biblical principles on offerings and tithes, pointing out that incorrect teaching could lead believers astray. One of the key points in Pastor Iluyomades' sermon was the biblical foundation of tithing. He emphasized, your giving begins with your offering. Tithes belongs to God. 10% of your income belongs to Him. And God knows mathematics. Many people avoid reading Malachi 3, where God complains about people robbing Him in tithe and offering. The pastor urged his congregation to reflect on the significance of the 10% tithe, stressing that it is not a heavy burden, but rather a way to bless the remaining part of their finances. We need to repent. If God calls us robbers, we should ask ourselves, will any robber enter heaven? And how much is this 10% that God is asking for? If I were God, maybe I would ask for more, but He only asks for 10% to bless the remaining. Let's reflect on that, he said. Pastor Iluyomades further reminded the worshippers not to adopt a lax attitude towards tithing, while also highlighting the importance of helping the less fortunate. He noted that ministry operations require funding and that Christians should give the proportion to their prosperity. Of course, church has to run on money. If you have to buy money for diesel, you have to use money to buy things, to buy that, to buy microphone, to buy all the things you really need. So money is the driver of evangelism. It definitely is. Ministry costs money. That's why God said we should bring tithe so the needs of His houses are met. Concerning offerings, God said everyone should give according to how He has blessed them. Yes, naturally the rich should give more than those less. We must give in proportion to our prosperity, he said. On Sunday, January 19, videos from Iluyomades Church emerged on social media. A series of clips showed the clergyman dancing with his members, and they approached God during this Sunday service. They approached God. How do you know they were approaching God? Well, congratulations to him. It is well. God will help him. Michael Swing says, Haba, Pastor Iluyomades, so you break away from the church because of your love for money. He didn't break away. They suspended him. And probably because they were not calling him back, he was like, okay, let me just go and start my own church. Maybe he has been praying for that all this while. And God has already given him the go-ahead to actually build the church. And now he's doing that. Let's just hope that is what it is. We can't judge. It's not in our place to judge. Let us leave the matter between the chef and God. Let's not judge. Let's not be the judge for God. He said, you are a Bible robber. Now I know why you chose to celebrate your wife's birthday instead of mourning for weekly. Show me whom they have opened heaven for because of tithes, and who have ever given all the tithes before. You are a scammer, shame to the church of Satan. It is well. Rccg says, God is so merciful, that is why he's still blessing you with life. Exactly. God is indeed a merciful God. Very, very merciful. You made a mistake. Your employer queries you, but you couldn't defend yourself. You were given suspension. Instead of you to realize your mistake and apologize, you went and opened your own church. Now you are emphasizing payment of tithe and offering. You want to get rich by means pockets. God is wonderful. God is really wonderful. Michael Spring also replies, he says, Vaji, now I know why. This man is not a pastor, but an impostor. Sorry for an unregulated Christianity in Nigeria. What are they regulating about Christianity? You want us to turn to Sharia law or what? No, we can't do that. Everybody has the freedom to do whatever they want. If you want to come to church, fine. You're not coming because of the pastor. If you want to stay at home, stay. Nobody is going to do anything to you. Have you now? Awoba Ikun says, if this work is of God, it will abide. But if not, because the grand they push by uninformed congregants like King and the people versus Prophet Samuel, and God is something to worry about, from suspension to opening of a church, is not the best way to start a spiritual assembly. Well, you can't stop him now. You don't know how long he has gone to church. Maybe he needs something. That is why he's starting his own church now, so that they can start service small. Have you now? Iluyomades says, crazy people everywhere. It is well. My listeners, over to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.